Military forces from all over the world are in a constant race to add the most sophisticated weapons and most advanced fighting machines to their arsenal. And a lot of these modern warfare gadgets are inspired by science fiction.
I'll tell it to go on.
Suit up and prepare for battle as we round up the 12 most advanced military tech. What's up, Facnatics? This is Discovery Amuse, serving up your daily dose of the most outrageous, outlandish, and out-of-this-world fun facts. Prepare to get your mind blown because our top pick is an incredible feat of military firepower.
For your consideration, the Jericho.
Number 12. Adaptive Camouflage. In the Harry Potter franchise, Harry receives a rare gift in the wizarding world, the Cloak of Invisibility.
Whoa!
Turns out, such a garment also exists now in the Muggle world. Behold the Adaptive Camouflage by BAE Systems, which boasts the ability to shield an entire military vehicle from detection and allow it to blend in with its surroundings.
And what it can do, it can provide you to blend into an environment, any type of environment, and any time of the day.
This unique honeycomb-like system renders a vehicle virtually undetectable through the help of thermal imaging systems. Just look at this tank go on stealth mode right before your very eyes.
Where did he go?
He has gone to a better place.
Keep watching till the end to see the cannon that's been dubbed the future of warfare. Number 11. Hoverbike. The U.S. Army Research Laboratory has joined forces with British company Malloy Aeronautics, which initially posted its concept and design on Kickstarter. The Joint Tactical Aerial Resupply Vehicle, aka the Hoverbike, is a rectangular-shaped quadcopter that could carry a payload of up to 300 pounds. This device would make it possible for soldiers trapped in the battlefield to order and receive supplies from an unmanned vehicle.
This vehicle and in its current implementation right now could provide a battlefield advantage, but it can also provide advantage to lighten the load of the soldiers out in the field itself.
Soldiers can get resupplied in the field in as little as 30 minutes. Additionally, some reports also claim that the Hoverbike could also be used eventually to extract and transport injured soldiers.
Let's go, buddy. Let's go.
Number 10. Cyborg Bugs. Imagine inserting teeny tiny devices into insects. Yep, that's the basic premise of the Hybrid Insect Micro-Electromechanical System, or HIMEMS, a technology that straddles the line between genius and absurd. HIMEMS are essentially cyborg bugs and winged creatures that have been, for lack of a better term, enslaved to do man's bidding. The military implants technologies into insects at the larva and pupa stage to ensure greatest chance of viability. The cameras and tracking devices embedded into the bugs provide perfect tracking capabilities for surveilling enemy bodies or even a country's own citizens. Brilliant? Sounds like an episode of Black Mirror to me. Number 9. Nano Drones. In 2017, tech company FLIR Systems developed an incredibly tiny unmanned aerial vehicle dubbed the Black Hornet.
When people see this for the first time and get it in their hands, the first thing they think is toy.
Well, you couldn't actually blame them because this minuscule chopper is just about 4 inches long and weighs just over an ounce. But make no mistake, because the Black Hornet redefines the phrase small but terrible. It's capable of providing intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance support through micro cameras that feed info into its operator via a digital data link within a 1-mile range. The latest iteration of these teeny-weeny bad boys can also fly as fast as 13 miles per hour and zip through strong winds of 15 knots.
Cameras are of the latest generation, so that also the quality of the video stream and the pictures which the operator will get here is significantly better.
In 2020, the U.S. Army awarded FLIR Systems a second contract to provide them more of these nano drones as part of their soldier-borne sensor program. Number 8. Smart Pistol. Military and weapons developers have long been looking for ways to make guns smarter and more secure, just like James Bond's smart gun in Skyfall.
Both the PPKS 9mm short. There's a microdermal sensor in the grip. It's been coded to your palm print so only you can fire it.
German firearm manufacturer Armatix, for one, was able to develop a line of pistols with a complete smart system that allows only the owner to fire the gun. The initial version of the smart gun pairs with a radio-controlled smartwatch, but a security researcher proved this design wasn't necessarily hack-proof.
One of the devices goes near the watch. The other device is held near the pistol. So even though we're now several feet from the watch, ordinarily the gun would not fire, but since we have the relay, it will.
Eventually, the newer iterations have sensors inside the grip handle that detect a preset finger tap code, which then activates the pistol. Kinda like unlocking your iPhone.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Number 7. Mayhem. There couldn't be a more fitting name for a weapon meant to wreak maximum havoc. The Magneto-Hydrodynamic Explosive Munition, or Mayhem, developed by the U.S. Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, or DARPA, is a rocket-propelled grenade that puts traditional RPGs to shame. That's because it uses molten metal to penetrate armored vehicles. DARPA's Mayhem relies on a magnetic flux generator to fire a projectile without chemical explosion, making it much more efficient and way deadlier.
Do we have a problem?
Number 6. Mars. If an army tank and the Pixar character Wall-E had a love child, it would probably look something like this. The Modular Advanced Armed Robotic System, or MARS, developed by Kinetic, is a multifunctional robot that does the dirty job out in the battlefield. Since it's modular by design, the MARS can be configured for non-lethal or lethal effects. For rescue missions, it can carry fallen men out of the battlefield, but for full-on battle mode, it can be outfitted with powerful artillery such as machine guns and grenade launcher tubes. The system weighs 369 pounds and comes fully loaded with sensors, loudspeakers, a siren, a laser dazzler, a 360-degree camera, and a battery that can last 3 to 12 hours. What's more, it's even voice-activated.
I can verbally give commands to this. So if I'm on patrol, I can tell the vehicle, move forward, small left, small right.
Number 5. Exoskeleton. Futuristic exoskeletons have already been visualized in shows, movies, and games like COD Advanced Warfare, but arms experts have already made one in real life.
Everybody know they're going. Hoorah! Everybody ready? Hoorah! Let's do this!
Enter Lockheed Martin's Human Universal Load Carrier, or Hulk. Whoa, I must say those acronyms are getting more and more menacing. This untethered, hydraulic-powered, anthropomorphic exoskeleton gives soldiers the ability to carry heavy loads of up to 200 pounds with minimal strain. This pushes the limits of human capabilities and makes it easier for them to lug around massive weapons or supplies on any terrain. Catch these guys looking like superhumans.
Suit would drive my leg into the ground, and all I had to worry about was ensuring I had good footing.
The company is reportedly developing an upgraded version with optimized control software, extended battery life, and human factors improvements for quicker and easier sizing to each user. Number 4. Corner Shot. As the name implies, Corner Shot is a unique attachment that can engage targets from the left and right, from the front, up, or down.
Being able to, keep your body protected safely behind that corner, yet still effectively engage a target around that corner, I mean, come on.
In critical situations like raids on terrorist bases, shooting corners spells the difference between success and failure. With the device capable of attaching to a range of pistols, it gives soldiers a better fighting chance without exposing themselves to counterattacks.
And then in front of the hinge is your adapter for the specific weapon system that you're going to be using, the lever to adjust the pivot angle of the corner shot itself, and then up front you've got the camera, the white lights.
The hinged design and the attached camera makes it easier for troops to monitor and lock onto their targets, especially during sudden engagement situations. Eat your heart out, Angelina Jolie! Number 3. Precision-guided firearms. Speaking of locking onto targets, the military has also been using precision-guided firearms that function like the fighter jet's missile systems. These weapons, such as the one developed by Tracking Point, use target tracking, advanced fire control, and heads-up display technologies to help guide a bullet to its target and account for human error. This ensures a lower margin of error when hitting the mark the first time, even at long range or if the target's in motion. We'll let this overly enthusiastic dude demo it for you.
Now, watch this. You won't need a helicopter to hunt hogs anymore. Hey, there goes one now.
All you have to do is tap the red button near the trigger and tag the target. It's almost like playing those first-person shooters in the easiest mode with an aim assist. The laser measurements ensure perfect zero across the firearm regardless of vibration or other external factors. Number 2. Laser weapon systems. The time for laser cannons is upon us. In the face of the current military arms race, it's no small feat that in 2017, the US military launched this mammoth weapon system that's the world's first active laser weapon.
Operationally, it works just like a laser pointer. There's a chamber inside with special materials that release photons.
The laser weapon system, or LAWS, can target and destroy enemy assets, including everything from small ordnance to enemy craft engines. It doesn't entirely disintegrate stuff upon contact like they do in the movies, but it can still mess up enemy crafts or missile systems pretty badly, rendering them useless and pushing them off target.
If you're looking at a boat coming in over the water, you can target exactly the engine and take out exactly the engine and not necessarily damage anything else.
While typical missiles need to be built, transported, stored, and maintained to be used, this special type of artillery only needs sufficient power. Then it's good to go. Thanks to years of perfecting the technology, laser weapon systems are finally ready for prime time. Before we go to our number 1 pick, do us a solid and make sure to smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to choose all so you won't miss out on any of our latest life-changing, boredom-busting content, and of course, be sure to turn on notifications in your app settings. Number 1. Electromagnetic Railgun. Known as one of the Navy's most powerful cannons, the Electromagnetic Railgun, or EMRG, can shoot up to 100 nautical miles at Mach 7.5 and impact the target at Mach 5. In simpler terms, it's Transformers-level badassery.
2, 1, fire.
This monster of weaponry only uses energy as its propellant instead of gunpowder. The high-velocity projectile will destroy land, sea, and air purely from its kinetic energy rather than with conventional explosives warheads.
Because of our ability to launch these projectiles at great distance and with high accuracy, we're going to actually be able to engage ship to ship again in a way that we haven't in several decades.
Electromagnetic railguns are said to be the future of warfare. Like other weapons on this list, they use laser energy rather than traditional explosive materials and controlled explosions. So, Which of these weapons absolutely blew you away? Let us know in the comments section below. Take home any of our exclusive gear by browsing our merch shelf or clicking the link in the video description, and while you're at it, take our quiz to find out how you can earn extra cash online doing what you do best. Awesome, right? Craving more military madness? Then don't miss our ranking of the 10 most elite special forces on Earth. Till then, stay explosive, Facnetics, and see you in the next video.